G'day guys, back again. We've got a 2005 Suzuki Grand Vitara 2.5 litre in for running a little bit rough and low power. So you know, this is, I'm a little bit into this, so I'll just quickly let you know where we're at. So we checked for codes. There is no codes. I took it for a drive. It definitely feels like it's a little bit gutless. Got all the PIDs up on the screen, particularly fuel pressure. I want to look at fuel pressure, and obviously, well, what we were looking at is the oxygen sensors to see if they go rich under load. That will prove that we got enough fuel pressure, and they did. And what I did, obviously, you know, getting a MAF reading, I wasn't able to determine, you know, if it was good or not from a known good, because we don't have a known good. But I did a volumetric efficiency test just to see where we're at with our load. And I'll just show you. So I didn't have the opportunity to use the e-scan on this one, unfortunately, so I just did it manually. And as you can see here with the ATG VE calculator, I put in all the numbers, and as you can see, 78%. Now you might think to yourself, 78%, 75 to 85 is probably reasonable, but that was enough for me to say this vehicle has low power. Let's just check for, you know, any exhaust restrictions just to make sure. So what I'm going to do is we're going to get the Pico out, the WPS 500. We're going to pull a spark plug out, and let's see if we can check for exhaust back pressure. Might try that, or might see if I can get the thermal imager on there. But let's start with that and see what we find. Alright, we've got the WPS 500. We've got the plug out here. We're just going to put the WPS 500 in it, and we'll set it up on the Pico and see if we can get a back pressure test to see if we've got some sort of blockage in the exhaust. So I'll set that up, and then we'll get a recording happening. Alright, we're connected up. Let's start it up and see what we get. It's already a little bit, anyway, let's give it a snap throttle and see what happens. Snap here. Alright, let's stop that and have a look at that. Go back a couple of screens where we go with the snap, and let's see. Oh, 2.4 bar. Let's see, 2.4 bar, 2.4 bar, 2 PSI. 35 psi. We've 100% got a blocked exhaust here. So what I might do is I might just get it up in the air, get it running, and have a look with the thermal imager now that we know it's blocked. Let's see if we can see what's going on with the exhaust system. Otherwise maybe we'll unbolt the cat and do another test and go from there. Alright, it was hard to tell under here with the thermal imager because it needs to be under high RPM to get it to get locked, but what I did, there's 2 spots here, one in front of the cat, one behind the cat. I just dropped the back one off first just to make sure it's not the rear muffler. It's more than likely the cat, but you know, it's a 2-second check. 2 bolts out, we'll do the back pressure test, and then if it's still there, then we'll drop off the front of the cat and go from there. Alright, we're back up. Let's start it up with that back muffler disconnected. Let's give it a rev. Turn that off. Stop that. Let's go back. Let's go. Yeah, we are still getting 2.2 bar. It's definitely going to be this cat, but just to make sure, let's drop it off. It's 2 bolts. Let's go do that. Well, we've taken it off, but we snapped both of the fronts there. It's completely rusted out. and I think you can see that. Big problem. So let's do the back pressure test now and let's see what we get. Righty, let's do the same test now. It's pretty damn loud. Let's stop that because it's loud as shit and we're scaring everyone. Let's go over here and have a squeeze. Add that high RPM. That's where we're revving at maximum right there. If we bring the, if I could bring the pressure scale down, you can see our exhaust stroke there. It's maximum 0.5. So 0.5 of a bar. And if we look at that now, 0.5 bar to PSI, 7 PSI. Probably a little bit embellished there because I haven't got the rulers on properly, but as you can see there, our exhaust restriction is gone. So let's see if we can get a new cat to chuck on the car and we'll get you back on the screen. Alright guys, we're not going to see the fix on this vehicle. Unfortunately, the customer's going to take this to an exhaust shop. We can't seem to get any parts for it because of its age anyway. We just had to drill out the broken studs in there and just put some temporary bolts in, even though they're not right. The customer's going to go sort that out themselves and get that done. So anyway, we know that's the fix, and we just don't get to see the proof. So thanks for watching, and see you next time.